morning everybody, welcome to Immortal Gaming. This is me again, Marvin, and we're now here for another video for Ragnarok M Classic. And this time, we'll be talking about the F2P guide. Okay, so we have 10 tips here that will help you across your free-to-play journey. And I know amongst all of the Ragnarok games out there, this is the most F2P friendly game out there. So buckle up and enjoy this video. Let's start with number 1. Of course, we will be choosing our own wanted class, job classes. But there are specific job classes that will help you in your F2P journey or help you earn more, particularly on the early stages and even on the end game. So there are 3 classes that I would suggest for you to get your very first character or main character if you are totally F2P. So this is a small sacrifice just in case you don't want to play this type of characters, because in the end you will be able to play your wanted character or job class, but it's kind of, you know, in terms of sacrifice first in order to earn more and to progress faster on Ragnarok MC. Okay, so the first one is a blacksmith, so that will be a merchant, blacksmith, whitesmith. Okay, so this job tree is very good because of discount and overcharge. You get you can purchase items for less of the amount of Zeni, and considering the Zeni is the main currency or the only currency of this game, it is quite huge. Okay, this passive just got buffed by a ton. Okay, discount and overcharge. It also has the passive of fundraising even on the merchant side. So fundraising gets you more Zeni, and I really love it. The problem now for the blacksmith is gonna be the range. Okay, considering that this game is gonna be filled with hunters or long-ranged users out there, it's kind of a trouble now for you to grind. But you know, if in case you have a party or a fixed party or an alternative character that is ranged, that is gonna be a no biggie for you anymore. The second job is a stalker. Okay, a stalker also has a discount. Okay, that is what we call the compulsion or compulsory discount. The stalker also has a rob passive that gives you 20% more items, or you can duplicate items that you get from the enemy 20% of the time, and it is ranged. So you don't need to search or make an alt character to have a ranged party, so that being a melee is no longer a problem. And in terms of doing AFK build, if you have the capacity or the luxury of having 24/7 opened accounts, then the stalker is gonna be the best one, unless they take this out on OBT, the snatcher build, because the snatch build also works even though you don't have daily battles available anymore. So that is really good on 24/7 AFK, or even on a couple of hours of AFK, you can gain 100 to 200,000 Zeni. So that's really good on those who have that luxury. The third one is Alchemist. The Alchemist has the same discount, overcharge, and fundraising passives of a merchant because it starts with the merchant's tree, and then it can kill faster because it's ranged and it has burst damage. The downside now of an alchemist is most of its high damaging skill are AoE, so you have to be wary about where you grind, because sometimes the top spots for grinding includes also an MVP in that area, so you have to be careful. Okay, number 2, make an alt account. So I've already mentioned this on number 1. Making an alternative account brings so much convenience in your gameplay. So if you have the luxury on getting an alternative account, make a hunter or a stalker. If you are a blacksmith or a melee, then make a priest if you aren't. So that's the second thing, a priest to support your party because it's not required to have an alt priest since you already have your group of mercenaries with you, but it still helps because of the higher movement speed and unlimited heals. And also, if you have a party, it's better because the mercenary only supports you and not your party members. Next, unlock a stalker when you get into mid-game. Unlock a stalker for the AFK Snatcher build. Take note, I won't be putting this one if it's not viable on OBT. There's a chance that they still take this one out on the OBT because it's kind of OP in my opinion. Okay, number 4, farm Eden coins. What are Eden coins? It's this one, okay? So this is the Eden coin. You can use Eden coin on a lot of things. You can purchase a ton of crafting scrolls or crafting items. You can also purchase the high demand in exchange using your Eden coins for upgrades. That's one thing, for upgrades, and also to sell it on exchange or on market. So for example, if we're gonna go to the exchange for rare materials on your Eden coins, there you go. So you would see different types of rare items here. For example, one of the wanted items would be memory gem or broken blade. You can actually see the current exchange prices here. So for example, you have a couple of thousands of Eden coins already saved up on your character, particularly on the very beginning, because on the very beginning, that's a time where people are still starting to upgrade their gears. So most of the materials that you will be purchasing here are highly needed on exchange, and it will give you a ton of Zeni in exchange. So if you use this, let's say 500, only 500 of that broken blade, that would be 10 pieces. So that would be 800 for instant, 840,000 in market exchange. So you could also look at your supply and demand table here to determine if that is one of those things that are getting more and more expensive by the minute. So you can also simply compare, okay? You can easily compare which one here is close to getting 90,000. This one is 84,000. This one 92,000. So you can definitely find good things here, and that's the reason why you should be farming Eden coins. How to farm Eden coins? First way is to get to adventure topic. A lot of Eden coins can be obtained here. And the second one are field chests, different battlefield maps. There are chests there wherein there's a high chance for you to get either materials or Eden coins. So indirectly, finishing a rift also give you Eden coins through your dailies here. Guild quests, okay? When your guild finishes their quest, you can also claim. There you go. Oh, this is the guild challenge, okay? Guild challenge. So you may obtain different types of items here. Look at this. This one, Eden coin, it also gives you Eden coins. You can also exchange your Medal of Honor coin for some Eden coins if you need it, if you need a lot of Zeni. And also you can get a ton of Eden coins by finishing story quests, adventure quests, and side quests. Now, let's go to progression. As an F2P, it's really very hard at the beginning if you're gonna focus on endgame equipment. Lapakgaming! Of course, they have discounts for all of the games that you want to play. It's here! All of the things that you want to buy is already here at a discounted rate. Up to 10% discount when you top up Cabal Infinite Combo on Lapakgaming. Oh my goodness, this is just so great. What are you waiting for? Top up on Lapakgaming and get up to 10% discount. And that's why please avoid those job classes that would require you to craft and upgrade your end game gears at the very beginning, just like a high wizard that is gonna be needed because of the meteor storm. So that is too much. That is not an F2P friendly job class in my opinion. For the rest of the job classes that has builds that are not in need that much of gear sets, then Rift gears are the best one for you. Focus on Rift gears even until level 100. Another reason is that in terms of slotting, every time that you upgrade gears, Rift gears, refine them, all you need are Rift gears also. So they help one another. It's very strong by themselves. You don't need gear sets for this one. Now, where to focus on the Zeni that you are farming? Focus it on gears and gacha or headwares that bring more job experience and base experience. So if you have limited Zeni, prioritize the armor, the shield, and the saint capes of the saint set. And just in case they will repeat on the very first week in terms of the skin shop, there is a headgear that gives you additional experience, then also purchase that one. And after that, purchase the ones that give you additional base experience, because base experience is also needed. The higher level you are, the higher difficulty of Rift that you will get, and the more items or more content or gameplay that will be opened to you. Speaking of instances, now that you have already maximized your Rift gears, where do you put your gameplay time? So prioritize this. The top instances that I would be suggesting or recommending for you to spend your gameplay time is, of course, every day, only once. This is considering that you have already optimized or maximized the Rift dungeons, okay? So you have to be running this one at least once a day so that you could finish the dailies. The second one, okay? The most important one, in my opinion, is Chaotic Invasion, okay? For people who are F2P, getting drops from monsters here, apart from, you know, farming or hunting MVPs, is a must, because most of the drops here, apart from the card, because if you get a rare card here, it's gonna be making you a millionaire, instant millionaire in game. But the gears that are here are very important, not only to your character's progression in the late game, but also in market exchange. So most of them have a high amount, particularly if they are in the meta, okay? If it's being used by most players. For example, this weapon is in high demand. Please kindly look at your exchange first, and once it drops on you, putting it on exchange so that it would be converted into Zeni. So the second one is the Oracle Dungeon. Very important. Oracle Dungeon gives you the Nolan cards, and once you have reached 1,500 Nolan cards, you can roll for an MVP card, hopefully. Okay, if you're lucky, you become instant millionaire. And last but not the least, the Wild Fantasy Fable. This one gives you Stone of All Things. So if you haven't finished your pouring test, I recommend that you first finish your pouring test, and the pouring test is located here. There you go. That's the pouring test. So this one also gives you the Stone of All Things. So instead of putting your gameplay time on Wild Fantasy Fable, I suggest that you finish first the pouring test, because this one is a much more viable way of getting the Stone of All Things instead of exchanging it with your gameplay time. So let's go to the next one, number 9. It is on your cookbook, okay? So first of all, you go to your entrance and then claim your cookbook. It's easy. It's gonna be on this NPC, and level it up. Always level it up, and if you're not doing anything, don't forget to keep it intact in terms of progression. Do not leave the progress of the cookbook, because not only that's the source of your unlimited regeneration, or particularly your SP, you won't be needing to purchase any other potions, because the dishes that you eat will be substantial for you to keep up your satiety. The last one is a community, and be sure to have or to get a dedicated party or join a dedicated party for different dungeons that are kind of hard, particularly for F2P players. So the guild is for the guild versus guild rewards, the guild challenges, a lot of freebies that you could get, and also for the honor proof. You also need an active guild so that you could also progress your Aesir monument accordingly. And last but not the least, your dedicated party, that is for the Oracle dungeons, Thanatos parties, and also for MVP hunts. Those are really important. Don't neglect that. Alright? So I do hope that this video has helped you. Thank you everybody for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you happen to like this video, please do leave a like, share this to your friends, and click that bell notification button so you get notified every time I upload a new video, start a new stream, or a new content. That's it. See you again on the next video. Bye-bye!
Now I found you.